we temper that pace by saying, so if I'm a 7 marathon guy, I'm a 7:35 Ironman guy, actually 7:44 Ironman guy, that just happened. And I'm in a race now where it's not 65, but it's, let's call it 85 for the sake of math. Just 20 degrees higher, or 4 or 5 degree increments. 3 seconds added per mile for every 5 degrees. I'm adding at least 12 seconds to my time, so my 7:44 is now pretty close to 8. I'll swag it and call it an 8:0 something. That is my goal pace for the day, 8:0 something. I'm going to slow down 30 seconds per mile for the first 6 miles, slower than 8:0 something. So now I'm running like 8:30. So I'm running 8:35 for those first 6 miles. I wanted to be a 7:30 guy, right? I'm probably going to run 8s when I started. Now I'm running 8:35 for the first 6 miles. I'm slowing myself down to keep my heart rate down. I'm eating and drinking, and I'm watching all these people run by me. They're all running by me. Some of them look good, some of them don't look so good. Okay? But guaranteed when they're coming back in, none of them are going to look good at all. When you hit the turnaround on the run course, you come back in, now you can start to work your way down, for me in my math case, from 8:30 something down to 8:0 something. Most people don't ever really make it back to that goal, right? That goal pace, that number you had in your head, they don't make it back. If you don't make it back, don't worry about it, because those first 6 miles you were smart and you didn't blow yourself up or get out of sorts, right? You still got something in the tank. Meanwhile, everyone else around you went out too fast, okay? How many people here have gone out too fast at the start of an Ironman? Come on! All of you have, okay? I've done Ironman races where I swear I'm like, there must be interference from the satellites on my Garmin. There's no way I'm running 6:30s right now. I can't even run that in a 10K race. I look at the guy, what pace are we running? He's like, this little tiny guy, right? He's like $140. He's like, 6:30s. I'm like, this is terrible. Right? It's not satellites, it's me. I'm doing it. I need to slow myself down. So I use the aid stations in the first 6 miles as an instrument to slow down my splits, because even if I told you to run 8:30s now, you still won't be able to do it. It's hard to run slow. It's hard to run slow, but you can run slow. Right? Everyone says, I've only got one speed. False. You can always run slower than you're running right now. At the end of the day, I can tell you to run faster, right? You said you were going to run 7:44s, but now you're running 8:15s. Come on. You're not get a magical gear in there, you're going to pick it up all of a sudden, right? Your goal on the run is to not slow down. Not slowing down is about pacing yourself well and eating and drinking well enough on the run, okay? Aid station strategy is similar to the bike, okay? We recommend 30 seconds per aid station. So run in that aid station to the person you need. The aid station will mirror. Again, you'll have water, perform, Coke, food, Coke, water, perform, water. Whatever it is, in and out, same thing, okay? There'll be sponges in there as well. When you get into that aid station, run to what you need, get what you need. You get to walk 30 steps, 30 seconds in that aid station. You're using that time to consume. You can actually eat and drink at that point in time. Take stock of where you are. Every aid station is an opportunity to do a gut check. How am I doing right now? Okay? And then start running again. I know the concept of trying to start running again 26 times seems like a lot, but get over it, because it's way better than walking 8 miles at the end of your day, okay? Use those aid stations in the early miles to slow yourself down and get your food in. The cooling strategy is similar, okay? Water on the back of the neck, dump it like this. I don't care what kind of shoes you have, filling them with water, not recommended in an Ironman. You don't feel so cool. You sound like SpongeBob SquarePants, right? You're just like squish, squish, squish. Nobody feels good about that. Nothing like taking a 6-ounce racing flat, making it like 2 pounds full of water, right? So dump the water over your head like this. Ice, if you have a hat, you can have the volunteers dump ice in there, back on your head. When I think about an aid station, I know what I'm going to eat and drink. I take in what I want, and then I get some sponges. Take those sponges, you can wipe your face. That cools you off right away. You can also tuck them in the front. Everybody made fun of Macca for having sponge boobs in the Ironman last year. What do you want, right? Cool yourself off. Sponges in the front like this, or if you want to tuck them in the back here as well, it'll cool you off, okay? And then I run with ice in my hands. Again, great way to cool yourself off. Ice hands, I can also bite a piece off of it, or lick it when my mouth gets thirsty, because when you start running, aid stations are like right there. You're like, there's another aid station, right? About halfway through, you're like, where is that next aid station? And then by the end of the run, you literally like you're leaving that aid station, and you're like, son of a. you're not turning around, right? Even though I've seen that, right? I've seen people walk through an aid station and be like, ice, 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 ice. Like they're not stopping, right? They're like, you know, so some little kid has to come running out, and, like, and you're only going 20-minute miles, right? But you're not going back. Right? Keep your forward progress going. Take your 30 steps a day station. Know what you need. Your goal on this race is to drink what you can in that aid station. Take it in. When you leave that aid station, you are thinking about cooling your body. You've already dumped water on the back of your neck, or just ask the volunteers to do it. Just be like, on the back of my neck, right? Let them dump it on the back of your neck. That keeps your hands free. As you leave, you're taking something with you to cool yourself down. If it's hopefully it's some ice in your hands. If not, you can tuck some sponges into the front of your kit and keep going. Okay? But you got to have something at each aid station to cool yourself off. I absolutely recommend racing in the hat to keep the sun off your face. Again, you can put ice in there, visors, not so much on a course like this. So that's something to think about as well. Somewhere on this run, something's going to go wrong for you. Okay? You're going to have a cramp, you're going to have a stomach problem, whatever it is. The easiest way to fix a problem on the run is to slow down. Okay? If you have a cramp, continuing to run, not going to fix that cramp. Okay? If you've got that dreaded sloshy feeling, right? If you decided to mix a gel with Perform and some Coke or whatever you did, and now you got a high school science experiment happening in your stomach right now, you can't. Running is not going to fix that. Okay? Slow down. Easiest way to fix that digestive problem. Okay? Slow down. Start walking. Start drinking water. What a lot of people do is when they have that excess water in their stomach, they're like, I must have had too much to drink, so I need to stop drinking. You almost naturally don't want to drink, but you absolutely do need to drink. What's happened is you had too much sugar, too concentrated stuff in your stomach. Your body is taking water away from cooling you and has shunted it to your stomach in an effort to facilitate digestion, which means now you have less water in the rest of your body, okay, which is bad. You need to keep drinking to get that in, because the minute you do tick over and you're going to feel better, you can't keep running. But if you stop eating or drinking, you don't get that time back on the day. Okay? Slow yourself down, take stock of your situation. One of the best Ironman runs I ever had was Ironman Coeur d'Alene in 2007. I was feeling great. Mile 13 through 17, I felt awesome picking it up. Mile 17, all of a sudden, I started getting tingly. Right? I was kind of like, it was like somebody was tickling me or something like that. I'm like, what is that? And then I was like, I'm not sweating. I don't feel so good. What's going on? So I didn't ignore it. I put myself in a porta-john and I made myself pee. I was in there for like 2.5, 3 minutes. I came out. There was an aid station there. I walked the whole aid station and drank, had a little bit of food. Probably all in took me about 5 minutes of downtime from not racing. That was at mile 17, but I was able to run the rest of the day steady. I passed like 10 people in my age group in those last 8 miles who would roll the dice. It's like NASCAR, right? Do I need this pit stop? Do I not need this pit stop? Am I going to hold up? Am I not going to hold up? You're not going to hold up in an Ironman. Odds are the house bets against you, and it's betting that you're going to fall apart in those last 8 miles. So make that decision to stand down and fix yourself early, okay? If you have a heart rate monitor, you can use that heart rate as a guide for you or as a governor. Keep stock of what's happening to your body, okay? Because as the day goes on out there on the run, the people who were going fast earlier in the day are not going so fast anymore. And if you're running your steady 10 or 11 or 12-minute miles, by the end of the run, you're running pretty well. But guys, I got bad news for you, because I was here watching last year, and that van that kept bringing people in from the end of the run course who decided to pull the plug on their day, was always full of dudes. Always full of dudes. I did not see one woman get in that van. And I saw 8 vans full of people. And I left there at 5 o'clock. Right? And I'm talking about a passenger van. I'm not talking about like a guy who hung on the side of a car from anybody for a ride. It was like an organized, we park a van out here for the people who decide they're not going on anymore. The golf cart, you're 6 miles away. A golf cart's not going to cut it. By the time they get you in, right, you probably melted. So dudes, you may think you're super tough, but you ain't. All the ladies here are crazy tough. Be smart about your pacing. Cool yourself off. If you can be steady throughout the run and not slow down at the end of the day, you will have a great race. A tough race on this course, a good result is a placing result, where you say, maybe at Ironman Arizona you went 11:30 and you're hoping to go 11 or faster here. You might not get that time, but placement-wise, you will do better overall against that race if you execute well. So really set those time goals aside. Spend the next couple hours thinking about, how am I going to handle aid stations? How am I going to handle food? What's my backup strategy? What's in my special needs bags? If I need extra fluid or salt, how am I going to handle that? All that stuff needs to be solved now, so tomorrow you focus on that. I'm not worried about your speed or your time. I'm worried about what you eat or drink, because I would happily give up 15 minutes on this bike course for a solid run. Okay, I know a bunch of folks who Kona qualified last year, who biked crazy slow out there, and it looked like they were mowing people down on the run. You know, and they were just running steady runs. They were running 25, 30 minutes slower than their open marathon. But on this course, it was crazy fast in 92-degree heat. And that same thing will happen tomorrow as well. Okay? Whew. All right, that's a lot of talking. So, I'm going to stop. I'm happy to answer any questions you guys have. I'll take one or two if you have good questions now in the group format. If you want a DVD, where's that? Is that yellow legal pad around here somewhere? If you want a DVD, it's this talk, 2 hours, all that stuff. It's totally free. Put your email there. I usually bring them, but I didn't bring them. I'll answer a couple questions, and then I'll just hang out and talk to anybody afterwards as well.
How long are you going to be here?
I'm usually here about half an hour or something like that. So, all right. But you can also put it on Facebook or whatever. I'll see it, or talk to anybody who's got Endurance Nation. But any questions?
So I'm not a power meter guy. Archaic heart rate guy. On the bike thing, I know the whole pedal pressure kind of thing. Really, I mean, you try to keep your heart rate at zone 1 or 2, going up those hills, but you're going to go a bunch of it. Right. You still want to try to manage it and manage the gear. So when your power guys really say, you know, this year, target 10%, 10% practice. I can really heart rate not 5.
I've been here, but
All right, so the question is biking with a heart rate monitor. We've got specific guidance for wattage, how many watts you can go higher, but what do you do with your heart rate on the bike? If you're supposed to be in zone 1 or zone 2, I mean, you want to stay in that zone 1, zone 2 as long as you can, because there's really no sustained downhill on this course where that heart rate's going to start coming down as the temperature goes up. So, you know, within reason, I would say you don't want to see zone 3 on a hill. You know, if you're going too hard, back off as much as you can and still feel good about your effort up that hill. I mean, if you have to like get off your bike and walk it, and, you know, at like 1 o'clock, like that's not going to work for you, right? So try and keep yourself as cool as you can and back that effort down. Again, that heart rate is just going to drift up over time, just like that temperature. You want to stay as cool as you can, as steady as you can. So the last 33 miles that make the difference. Right?
Did that sound their comment?
Any other questions?
Will this talk end up online?
Yeah, I'll break up the video and put it online, yeah.
Is it only for EN Nation or fans or everybody?
I'll put it up, I'll put it everywhere, yeah. So it'll be like YouTube/Endurance Nation. It'll be up there. Hopefully tonight, but I'm supposed to ride my bike starting at noon.